didn't she? It's a common question Hollywood stars face along the red carpet, where plastic surgery and speculation about who's done what to their face is rampant. The latest case in point, Renee Zellweger, who stopped everyone in their tracks at a benefit this week and came under scrutiny for her altered appearance. Has the quest for perfection gone too far? Here's ABC's Neil Karlinski.
When Renee Zellweger posed for the paparazzi the other night, heads turned and mouths dropped. The star of Bridget Jones' Diary, known for her full cheeks and distinct eyes, didn't quite seem to be herself, as in, she looked physically different. Twitter went wild, and tabloid headlines online asked, what has Renee Zellweger done to her face? On TV, the ladies of the talk dug in.
I think she's just had the fatty eyelids removed, and I think she looks quite fabulous. However, at 45, we're used to seeing Renee look a certain way.
But was it unnatural enhancement or just plain aging? Last night, Renee spoke out to People magazine, saying, quote, perhaps I look different, who doesn't as they get older? But I am different, I'm happy. For some, the criticism was unfair. At 45, of course she would look different than she did almost 20 years ago in Jerry Maguire.
You had me at hello.
Yes, she looks drastically different, but you can't blame her for trying to fight the time and trying to fight age.
She made no reference to the enhancement rumors, though she did say she is healthy and that her friends say she looks peaceful. Renee said, quote, for a long time I wasn't doing such a good job with that. I took on a schedule that's not realistically sustainable and didn't allow for taking care of myself. I was aware of the chaos and finally chose different things.
This is really all about the pressure of Hollywood to stay beautiful, because when you're beautiful, you're relevant, you get jobs, you get attention. And it's something that all actresses go through, and that trickles down to us regular women as well.
Renee aside, many women in Hollywood have admitted trying to reverse the effects of aging, and some have regretted it. Courtney Cox told InStyle that she'd gone overboard with Botox in the past and felt trapped in her own skin. Cameron Diaz says she tried Botox too, but told ET earlier this year she didn't like it.
You know, I've tried it before where it's like, you know, that little tiny touch of something. It changed my face in such a weird way that I was like, no, I don't want to, like, I'd rather see myself. I'd rather see my face aging than a face that doesn't belong to me at all.
It would be great to grow old gracefully. If you can have a little help, why not utilize it? Why pick the woman apart for doing what every woman in Hollywood feels they have to do?
Some women will do just about everything to stop the clock. Women like Janice Dickinson, who I interviewed 4 years ago.
Surgery is good for you. It works for you.
Brow lift, yes, I've had my brow lifted. Yes, I've had collagen put in. Botox, yes, plenty.
You love the Botox.
It has to be done.
Now what about below the neck?
You want to talk about my breasts?
Whatever you've got.
After I had my son, the augmentation helped pump up the volume for me.
But those same breast implants were what brought her to plastic surgeon Dr. Terry Dubrow this summer. He is the star of the E! Reality show Botched, filled with plastic surgery allegedly gone wrong.
I want to look like a virgin again.
This is what happens when they get botched.
Americans spent more than $12 billion on plastic surgery last year. Dr. Dubrow says the show captures what they see in their practices all the time, the often hidden but quietly whispered about mistakes.
What does it say about society that this show even exists right now, that people are having these kinds of problems?
When there's plastic surgery, there's surgery, and when there's surgery, there are complications. Plus, sometimes great isn't good enough. They want perfect, and that pursuit of perfection can sometimes lead to major problems in plastic surgery.
According to Dr. Dubrow, breast implants are the most popular, which, as it turns out, means they are also the most commonly messed up, and in his experience, in need of fixing.
I've seen the entire gamut from 2 large breast implants that are placed that erode their way through the skin, that when the patient opens their bra, you're looking straight at an implant that has worn a hole through their breast skin.
Do you worry a little bit that you're seeing so much of this that people have a problem?
I do worry about it. There's patients who have injected themselves with industrial grade silicone that you see in warehouses. There are people who have gone across the border and had dangerous procedures done for a discount that absolutely turn into a nightmare.
Janice Dickinson is one of many women who went to Dr. Dubrow for a tune-up.
What bothers you most about your breasts?
My silicone breasts have been in there for about 30 years. Yes.
For her, it wasn't a case of something botched so much as neglected. Dr. Dubrow says breast implants need to be replaced every 10 to 15 years.
As she has aged, the focus has been on her face. And so any of the surgical procedures she's had on her have been primarily focused in the upper area. I think she was just tired of the paparazzi catching her in photos where she had really bad breasts with lots of rippling and very thin skin, and it impaired her ability to get certain kinds of jobs.
She says her 30-year-old implants were having problems and she wanted Dr. Dubrow to fix them, though she didn't seem to want to follow his instructions after surgery.
What is this?
The drain from my boobs.
You took your drain out? Kill me. This is so dangerous, Janice.
Oh my God, well, I'm sorry, so sue me.
She was the most challenging patient I've ever had. Let's put it this way. If I never operate on Janice Dickinson again, that would be too soon.
I had about 8 or 9 Cosmo covers.
Despite her multiple procedures, Dickinson insists she does not have a problem.
Do you think you're addicted to plastic surgery?
No.
You've done a lot.
I've done just about as much as every other actress and model out there. I'm just willing to talk about it.
I'm Neil Karlinski for Nightline in Seattle.